Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school volleyball. An old school rivalry renewed for this 2022 season as the Anoka Tornadoes try to invade the Cardinal nest. Joe Young flying solo tonight, wishing all the best birthday wishes to Mimi Shapiro. That's how he is. Decided not to be here because he's right where he's supposed to be. And a lot of support here from fellow athletes. Not everybody could find their cowboy hats in pink, but a good chunk did, and they're rocking the bleachers already here before we have the first serve of the night. Coon Rapids comes in 2-6. Last week got a big win over Park Center on Tuesday. After losing the first set, they took control and won 3 straight. Unfortunately, they ran into a buzzsaw in the Blaine Bengals on Thursday and were swept out of the building, so hoping they can recover. But Anoka comes in at 2-1 after losing their opener to Forest Lake. They've responded with a pair of wins, and they're trying to keep that winning streak going. They have the first serve as Carmen Shimmick is at the service line. And our officials want to make sure they're on the same page, as that is an important part of the contest, to be certain. A fair few Anoka students in attendance as well, so both teams getting great support. Certainly the visiting fans don't have far to go when Anoka faces Coon Rapids. And now we're ready to go with the blow of the whistle. Carmen Shimmick gets us started. Picked up by the libero, Hallie Green. That pass a little too far. Tipped back to the floor by the Tornadoes, but it wasn't going to make it over. And Anoka has the first point on the board. Shimmick serving again to the middle. This one passed across by Bella Nelson. Attacking in the middle come the Tornadoes. And a big kill in the middle for Abby Leaf. That pass wasn't going to make it over either. Tipped back to the floor by Allie Tanner, and a quick 3-0 lead, and a very early timeout for Coach Janine Crooks and the Cardinals. I think again in the Blaine match, I'm not sure that the Cardinals made it out of single digits in any of the 3 sets. Hence the early timeout from Coach Crooks, just try and settle the nerves, make sure that they're not getting in too deep a hole without getting a chance to hit the reset button. Shimmick continues to serve for the Anoka Tornadoes. Shevchuk picks it up, set into the middle, and it was just a little too high for Kate Califoot. And that's been the problem. It's not that Anoka has come out and really earned any of these points, maybe the one in the middle, but Coon Rapids just not doing its job on serve receive and setting up to make strong attacks. Tornadoes set up right side. The attack by Brent is picked up, but the pass across too far, out of play. And again, it's not so much the attack as the Cardinals passing a little bit sloppy early on. One pass across by Gibson, but too far. Six straight points to open for the Tornadoes, and Shimmick continues to serve. Picked up by Hallie Green. That one just tipped over the block attempt by Sadie Lerum. And the point for Anoka. Cardinals had the defense there. They got two bodies up, arms up, and Lerum just put the curveball over the top. Picked up by Green. Green will play it into the top of the net. And the Tornado fans starting to give Coon Rapids the business. Shevchuk picks up the serve. The attack from the middle by Hoffman, and mistimed the jump just a little bit. Only got her fingertips on it. And Cardinal fans trying to give their team some encouragement. Hoffman picks it up. Little miscommunication. Califoot is able to play it over. Big attack and just long off the hand of Logan Brent, and finally a side out to give Coon Rapids some relief, but it comes on a missed hit. Shevchuk serving for the Cardinals, got the top of the net, and it goes right back to Anoka.
In the game for Cardinals, number 6,
Tyra Pavaseth checking in, replaces Shevchuk on the back line as Allie Tanner heads to serve for the Tornadoes. Hoffman plays it up off the rafters, kept alive by Green. Pavaseth will pass it across. Anoka a little crossed up, but they figure it out. Big stuff at the net. Anoka trying to recover, and then it's fired into the net by freshman Hayden Reeder. Good defense that time, got the block set in place. Able to bottle them up. Califoot serving now for Coon Rapids. In tight, and they made it look easy that time. A set in the middle for Brent, and she left no doubt putting it in the corner. Lerum at the service line for Anoka, up 11-2. Hoffman attacking too long. Cardinals really want to try and get her involved. She's got power and height. They don't have a ton of height, but they've got a ton of heart. That one tipped over the top by Jersey Robb. Anoka this time getting themselves tangled up in the receive portion of the game, let the ball fall to the floor and give the side out back to the Cardinals. Nibel Jock in to serve. Picked up by Tanner. Huge kill in the middle for Abby Leaf. She got a ton of height and left no doubt. Gets it right back. Hoffman receives. Jock plays it up front. Across it goes off the hand of Ada Drummy. The attack partially blocked. Jock keeps it alive, played over by Green. Attack from Reeder. Cardinals can't contain it. Tornadoes freshman has some long levers. Brent serving. Pavaseth picks it up. Drummy gets it through the block, as both Leave and Shimmick were there. But it falls on their side of the net. Another service into the net, this time by Hoffman, and now it's the freshman Hayden Reeder serving for Anoka, picked up by Hoffman. Set goes for Shevchuk. Tornadoes got a piece of it. They reset. Off speed from Tanner, and the Cardinals can't recover. And the Tornadoes continue to grow their lead, now 16-4. You always like to establish yourself in the opening set. Anoka has done more than that. Drummy to the middle of the court, picked up there by Brent. Here comes the attack left side from Tanner. Cardinals able to pick this one up. Drummy tips it over the block. Tornadoes set it up again. That was off the top of the net. And the Cardinals get the side out. Tanner firing it straight to the tape. Green puts some sink on her serve, but a quick set, and Allie Tanner went over the top of the setter, Carmen Shimmick, to, it was Abby Leaf that went over the top and got another kill and got that ball right back for the Tornadoes before she goes and takes a little bit of a breather. Madeline Gibson, the libero, serving and didn't get what she wanted on it. Turns it right back over to the Cardinals. Vivian Peplow serving for the Cardinals. Back set. Brent wanted that back line, couldn't find it. Oh, sorry, that was Shimmick. First time Cardinals have scored back-to-back points here in the first set. Still, they trail by 10. Peplow got a little help from the net that time. Tanner plays it across for the Tornadoes. Set it up for a big left-handed hitter, Bella Nelson. She gets the kill. And the Cardinals starting to get those wheels going. Always good to have a lefty on the right side if you can find one. Right down the line and just wide. Peplow tried to catch him napping. Instead, it's 18-8. Shimmick at the service line. Califoot played it across. Lerum tried to put a little bit of English on it, instead played it into the net. Tatum Shevchuk serving now. Brandt fires it through the block. Cardinals recover, set up Hoffman. Diving save by Gibson, and then the attack too long for Tanner. Gibson with an outstanding dig on the attack. But the strike just a little too long. Set back to Califoot. She finds a hole in the defense. And the Cardinals over this last little stretch outscoring Anoka 6-1. This one played back over, and the Cardinals having trouble with it, but Green able to play it across. Lerum didn't get a lot on it, but enough to find the floor.
Back in the game,
19-11. Tyra Pavaseth checks back in. Tanner at the service line now for Anoka. Nelson sends it across. Reeder attacking and gets another kill. Tornadoes closing in on the set one win, up 20-11. Tanner, a solid serve. Cardinals tiptoeing at the line, able to get it over by Nelson. Here comes the attack from Hoffman, a little too much on it. But it was deflected, so that'll be a kill for Hoffman and a point for Coon Rapids. Califoot serving it just long. Good conversation by the Tornadoes. That one didn't miss by much, but they knew it was going long. They ducked out of the way. They get the side out. And now Liram on the serve. Nelson waits, plays it across. That one off of a girls soccer state championship banner in the rafters and stays on the Anoka side. Coon Rapids is still alive here, 21-13. Jock back in, back at the service line. Another lefty. Right to the middle of the floor. Good pickup by Tanner. Great save by Pavisev. They go back to Brent on the right side, and she doesn't disappoint. 22-13. It was a pretty strong attack from Leaf in the middle. When that didn't work, they went back to the even bigger gun on the right side. Hoffman right down the line to the corner will win it back for the Cardinals.
Back to the game. Cardinals number 1, Tatum Shevchuk. Serving for the Cardinals number 11, Hoffman.
Another look at it right down the line. Finding the paint. And now Hoffman at the service line. Reeder picks it up. Set goes to the left side for Shimmick. Cardinals are ready for it. Green passes it across. Set in the middle. And Leaf shuts the door. And now Reeder back to the service line. Good save by Hoffman. And the Cardinals, though, cannot get it back around the post. And so now it'll be set point for Reeder and the Tornadoes. And Cardinals ducked out of the way and landed right on the line. An ace for Hayden Reeder. Ends set one with a 25-14 Anoka win. Coon Rapids knows they have the ability to come from behind. Now that will be challenged. Anoka up 25-14. Winner in set one. We'll be back with set two after this.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On Collection Day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Anoka jumped out to a big lead. They scored the first 9 points of the first set and rode that to a 25-14 victory. Featured several weapons. Coon Rapids got rolling there in the middle of that set, at least made it respectable before the end. But really just too much for the Cardinals to handle defensively, and especially having been in that big hole to start with. Even bigger gun on the right side. But they, as I mentioned earlier, last Tuesday they lost the first set to Park Center, came back and won in 4. A little bit better opponent here in Anoka. But we'll see how the Cardinals respond. Cardinals get the first service, but Brent gets the first kill. First point again to Anoka. Tanner heads to the service line for the Tornadoes. Coon Rapids called for an early touch, and this is what really killed them in that first set. They just got off to such a slow start, and a lot of it was unforced errors, just not handling serve receive well. Passing was a little uncoordinated. Attack by Brent is long, and it'll give the side out back to Coon Rapids.
Serving the Cardinals, number 1, Tatum Shevchuk.
Anoka has to scramble, but Tanner able to pass it back across. Nelson attacking from the right side. Good pickup by Gibson. But the Tornadoes touch the net. And Coon Rapids gets the point to tie it at 2. Gibson had to get defensive on that serve. Played over the head by Brent. That set wasn't quite where it needed to be. Shevchuk passes it across. Here comes Reeder. And a bad touch for the Tornadoes this time. Coon Rapids has a lead here in the second set, 3-2. Volleyball is all about runs. And this run didn't get very far as Shevchuk's serve is long. Side out goes to the Tornadoes. Arthur Line Kokwe at the service line. One of the captains for the Tornadoes. Played right back across. Attacking in the middle is Leaf, and she's been solid early on. Yund officially 5 kills already in the match. Her team right back in front 4-3. Hoffman gets the kill on the left side. Keeping Coon Rapids right in this one.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 8, Kate Collifoot.
Collifoot at the service line. Reeder attacking left side. Good dig by Collifoot. Hoffman had to back off, didn't get the angle she needed. Serve and lead back to Anoka. Favaseth switched jerseys and is now the libero for the Cardinals here in set 2. That pass too close to the net. Leaf wasn't going to let him get away with that. Put that one on a tee for her right in the middle of the net. Lydia Foster getting sub for and going to talk to Jeremy Shepard. A little tender on one of the ankles. Hate to see that. Logan Brent serving for the Tornadoes. Anoka up 6-4. Hoffman into the net. Set in the middle. And the attack by Robb is long into the corner. Picked up by Neseth, and this one hammered long by Hoffman. And again, we see Anoka building an early lead. Not quite as early or as large as they had it in the first set. But up to 5 now at 9-4. Tanner trying to go cross court, and that'll be the end of their run. Give the serve back to Coon Rapids, now having a 4-point deficit to try and dig out of. Bella Nelson at the service line. Reeder from the right side is stuffed. Hoffman and Robb were both there. Robb in the middle. And this one fired and out of play. A desperation play that time by Logan Brent. Nelson serve into the net. Samara Love checks in up front for Anoka as Hayden Reeder goes to the service line. Haley Zhang on the floor for the Cardinals for the first time. That service well long from Reeder.
Back to the game for Cardinals, number 1, Tatum Shevchuk. Serving for the Cardinals, number 11, Chloe Hoffman.
Hoffman serves wide.
In the game for the Tornadoes, number 9, Madison Hunter. Back to serve for the Tornadoes, number 20, Madeline Gibson.
Sean got just enough of it to keep it off the floor. Cardinals turn it into a decent attack from Shevchuk. Love fires. Dug out by Hoffman. Cardinals scrambling. Played across by Robb. Short set in the middle. Fired across by Madison Hunter. That one just too long for Jersey Robb. Now that service into the net by Madeline Gibson.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 6, Tyra Pavasek.
Tyra Pavaseth at the service line. Reeder is there to pick it up. Kokwe has to pass it over. Shevchuk is stuffed, but a great save by Tyra Pavaseth. And that one right between Zhang and Jock. Shimmick returns. Another look at it. Both wanted to get the ball. Neither wanted to collide with their teammate. Picked up by Zhang. The attack by Shevchuk. Reeder goes to the floor for it. Passed over by Shimmick. Short set. Califoot going for that back line and found it. Cardinals keeping themselves close, trailed by just 4. Nibel Jock on the serve, picked up by Gibson. The set will go to the near side. Brent's attack not effective. That pass too far. Tipped back over by Love. Shevchuk trying to get it to the back corner and fired it to the bench instead. Allie Tanner back on the floor. Pavaseth is there. Shevchuk attacks. Gibson didn't get a good touch. Again, Coon Rapids just keeping themselves around, keeping themselves close. Kokwe goes into the game and to the service line. Long pass off the serve, right back into Anoka territory. They set it up for Reeder. Neseth is there, the back line. Hoffman with an impressive kill. An emphatic slam to the floor. Again, just trading points. Even though they trail, you can hang around to the end. That one is too long. Cardinals got a piece of it. Brent serving. Neseth picks it up. Hoffman from the left side trying to go down the line and didn't get the angle she wanted. Neseth waited for that one to come back out of the rafters. Kokwe on the other side. Limbo's out of the way of the ball to make sure that it's out of play, but Coon Rapids nearly got that back into play after it was passed up into the rafters. Timeout, Coon Rapids. Trailing now 18-11. The Tornadoes try and take the early 2-point lead, or 2 sets to none lead. Coach Crooks again just settling the troops. And on the other side, Coach Chris Fenwick. I'm sure as every coach, a lot of stuff he'd like to see them clean up. But he's got to feel pretty good about the way they started this match and have started to build the lead again here late in the second set. Trying to take that crucial 2-1 lead. Coach Crooks a little more to like out of this second set. And her team has definitely shown the compete level and keeping themselves with Anoka, not letting Tornadoes stretch the lead out the way they did right away at the beginning of set number 1. Brent's serve picked up by Niseth. Jock plays it across. Anoka was ready for the attack. This one in a dangerous spot. Good win at the net by Nelson. Tornadoes forced to carry. And that's what you need, is to win that first point out of the timeout. Good strong play at the net. They were ready for the Hoffman attack, but Nelson went up against 2 Tornadoes and won the battle. Kokwe fires it through a block attempt and gets the, oh, sorry, that's Josie Brown firing it through the block attempt, getting the point. And the side out. Reeder's serve, and she's going to serve up an ace. That one got Zhang off balance a little bit. Reeder will go at Niseth this time. Hoffman right into the block. Abby Leaf very ready at the net for that one. And the Tornadoes can taste it now, up 21-12 here in set number 2. Hoffman's attack rejected again by Abby Leaf. Had Brown right there with her. Tornadoes looks like just going to take Hoffman away, and the serve by Reeder into the net. Make the Cardinals try and beat him with something else. Madeline Frecking into the match for Anoka. Chloe Hoffman at the service line for the Cardinals. Brown attacking from the right side and fires long with the left hand. This one picked up by Love. She'll get to attack as well. Favaseth is there. Set goes to Shevchuk. Therefore, it is Kokwe. Back set to Brown. Couldn't get an attack on it. Passes it across and too far out of bounds. Cardinals again nibbling away at that lead. Is it too late? The service by Hoffman is wide, and now Anoka just 2 points away from a 2-0 advantage. Madeline Gibson serving for Anoka, and serving just long. And you can't wait any longer if you're Coon Rapids. Even a side out puts them at game points, so Cardinals need the rally now. Tyra Pavaseth serving for the Cardinals. Caught the top of the tape. And so now Anoka will have set point times 9. Hoffman goes to the floor for it. Califoot's attack picked up. Brent tips it over the defense to the floor. And this one is over. Anoka jumps out to a 2-0 lead with a 25-15 win in the second set. Cardinals kept it closer throughout, but the end result is the same, and now they face elimination when we return for set number 3.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Here it is. Look how cheap it is.
Be careful what you buy online. Counterfeit products are illegal and can cause damage to you, your property, and your wallet.
It looks real, but I don't have a good feeling about this.
No, get out! Get out!
Go!
Fakes cause real harm. Real products are tested for safety. Protect yourself.
You're smart. Buy smart.
Go for real.
Go for real.
Go for real.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Red always in the house at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, hoping he and the rest of the Cardinal faithful can help the team get back on track as they trail 2-0. They kept it a little closer throughout this second set, even had a brief lead early on, but Anoka able to get themselves back in front. Right around the 9-4 spot is where they built that lead, and they continue to fires it through and hold that lead, and even expand it a little later on. Eventually winning by 9, 25-16. So 25-14 in the first, 25-16 in the second. And now Anoka comes out looking to get out the brooms. Coon Rapids really, outside of the Blaine match last week, everything they've played in, while they've come out on the losing end more often than not, unfortunately, most of those have been very tight. Every set, every match. Blaine was kind of one-sided. Cambridge Isani got the better of them pretty good. Good diving save by Chloe Hoffman. That pass too tight to the net. Nelson and Califoot couldn't do anything with it. And Anoka gets the first point for the third straight set. Carmen Shimmick serving, picked up by Pavisev. And a bad touch on the set attempt. And Shevchuk would have had a real tough time trying to get it back in between the posts as well. And now Shimmick serves up the ace. This is the way it started in the first set. Anoka scoring the first 9 points of that contest. They started with a service, and I believe Shimmick was at the service line. Cardinals again, just passes not where they need to be. Another ace for Shimmick, and a 5-0 lead for Anoka. Shimmick that time just a little too long. The Cardinals wisely let it go.
Number 16, Sonia Nassif.
Sonia Nassif back in,
Nassif back to serve.
and she will take over at the service line. Set goes back to Brent, and she pounds it to the corner. Abby Leaf did most of the offense, especially in the first set, but you can see when they get Brent, especially like that, somewhat unguarded, she is very dangerous, and they like to get it to her. Diving save by Pavaseth, but too tight to the net for Jock to get under it. That one tipped over by Jock. Hoffman trying to catch him unaware, but got a little too much of it. Timeout by the Cardinals again pretty early, but facing elimination. And trying to avoid the sweep. They want to stop the momentum early. Cardinals getting focused with rapt attention, to the words from JV coach Trevor Hegrains. Coach Crooks and her assistant Alicia Stokes looking on. Tanner serving for the Tornadoes. Just dropped that one over. Hoffman was ready. Nelson bangs it through the block. Tornadoes pass it back across, and Cardinals' miscommunication allows it to drop to the floor right between two of them. Pass right back across. Tanner gets it up front. Brent attacking, gets another kill. Shimmick knew she was right behind her, gave her a nice soft little set. And no chance for the Cardinals. Tanner got a little help from the tape off of that one. And the Cardinals get to running around again. They trail by 10 here in set number 3. Pavaseth was there to receive, put it up nice and high, and nobody got underneath. And again, a young team for Coon Rapids, not a lot of varsity experience. They lost their top 7 or 8 players, so only a couple of girls that got any varsity time at all. Chloe Hoffman and Kate Califoot. were regulars for the varsity squad last year, but behind that, just bits and pieces. Favasith saw some time as a defensive specialist. Great placement that time by Allie Tanner for the ace. 14-1 now, the advantage for the Tornadoes. Nelson pushes it over. Gibson saves it for the Tornadoes. Attack to the back corner for Frecking. And that got the whole bench on their feet. Again, a little knuckleball serve from Tanner. Hoffman turns it around and finally ends the roll. But the Cardinals have a lot to work out from now, trailing 15-2. Califoot. Set goes to Frecking. She gets another one. And now Sadie Liram at the service line. Frecking just a sophomore. And the fans showing their appreciation as the Cardinals need 4. Another timeout by the Cardinals, now trailing by 15. And just 8 points away from being swept out of their own building by one of their fiercest rivals. And out of the break, Sadie Liram still serving for Anoka, up 17-2. Picked up by Hoffman. Set goes back to her. Hoffman's attack picked up by Liram. Set goes to Brown and she hammers it down. Nelson's attack, but Liram is there. In the middle, attack by Leaf. Cardinals scrambling to recover, and the pass is into the net. Liram serving. Hoffman attacking for the Cardinals, finds a hole. Unofficially, she has 6 in the match. Kokwe checking back in. Peplo in for Coon Rapids and will take over at the service line. Leaf gets the side out in a big hurry. Yeah, the Tornadoes have shown numerous weapons throughout this contest. Brown's gone to the sidelines a couple times, expecting to be subbed for in certain rotations. So I think they were just trying to get her some more practice on other parts of the game, and then apparently the referee said, well, I think you need to sub at this point. So back in comes Brent, and her service into the net. Give it back to the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Chloe Hoffman at the service line. Leaf got that one off the top of the net that time. And that one is too long for Jock, and the side out back to Anoka, 21-4. Samara Love back in for Anoka. Frecking to serve. Cardinals get it to Shevchuk. That's into the top of the net. Favaseth went down to the floor for that one, and then a carry. And Anoka just 2 points away from making this one go really quickly. Frecking finds the back line for an ace and sets up match point. Hoffman keeps the Cardinals' hopes, however faint, alive momentarily by poking that one through the defense. Pavasith gets it across. Love on the attack. Pavasith is there. Peplow back to the middle. Hoffman's attack is too long, and this one's over. So Coon Rapids got a slow start. A little better in the second set, but Anoka took care of business in the third. They wanted to get home, got some homework to do. And they're getting on the bus early with a 3-set win, 25-14, 25-16, and 25-5. More Cardinal action coming up later this week. The Cardinal football team, with its greatest challenge of the season to date, the undefeated Elk River Elks coming in. They've scored over 110 points and amassed over 800 rushing yards in their first 2 games. So they will be a tough opponent, to say the least. Girls and boys soccer on the schedule for Monday next week against Totino Grace. And then swimming and diving on Thursday against Champlin Park. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, it's the Tornadoes in 3, 25-14, 25-16, and 25-5. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, I'm Joe Young. Say good night.